Yep. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. For whoever is listening to this, I know these are not great right now. I am working on my craft, improving hopefully each iteration. And so I really appreciate the support. I will continue to get better, hopefully, and be able to spread some cheer, love, and inspiration and knowledge into the lives of others. So, today I want to talk a little bit about the hero's journey. I forgot who said this, uh, but kind of the idea that if you don't mythologize your life, you will inevitably pathologize it. So, your life is either comedy or tragedy in Shakespearean terms. There's going to be challenges in life, there's going to be problems. That's how life is built. And even if there are no problems, we invent problems because that's just what we love to do. And there's going to be tough moments, challenging moments. And, either you get yourself together and you figure it out and you make it through it, or you don't. Really, those are the two options. And so to me, the hero's journey is not about thinking that you are better than anyone. It's not about because we're all equal in intrinsic worth as human beings, although we have different personalities and talents and uh, competencies and capabilities. We're all intrinsically equal. Um, and, we all come into this life with nothing. We all leave with nothing as well. And so what really matters is what you do between those two goalposts. And so again, the hero's journey isn't about thinking that you're better than anyone. It's that, from your perspective, your life is all that you can really control, and that you have 100% control over, and that you can never escape from. Truly, you could distract yourself with drugs and other pursuits, but you can't ever escape or run away from yourself. And so the hero journey to me is about, seeing yourself as the one who is fully responsible for creating in life what you wish to experience. Of course, there's limitations, and of course, there's inequalities in where you're born, what time you were born, in terms of what century and what technology is available, and all these myriad other factors. So, of course, reality has a say in it. But at the same time, there is a lot more that we can do than we often give ourselves credit for. And we're a lot more powerful and resilient and courageous and capable in general than we give ourselves credit for. So this is about honoring that desire and um, that that aim to be the best that you can be, not to be better than anyone else, but to be the best that you can be. As John Wooden said, success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self satisfaction and knowing you did your best to become the best that you're capable of becoming. It's not about comparing yourself with anybody else. It's not about demonstrating victory over anyone else. Everyone else is just data. And the ultimate victory you need to achieve, we all need to achieve, is a victory over ourselves. And so, again, there's a divine spirit, I believe, that connects us all. Spirituality aside, physically, atomically, we're all connected. And so we owe it to this world to embark on our hero's journey. Potential is kind of the universe's gift to mankind, and reaching that potential, or doing our best, or as good as we can, I would say, is kind of our gift back to the universe. And so here I kind of break down the different stages or chapters, steps in the typical hero's journey. So the hero's journey is a pretty standard archetypal story that we see in mythology, movies, books. It's pretty standard. It's probably the most popular story because it really is a reflection of what we aim to be and how we want to live our lives, right? And so I'll just kind of briefly go over it. It's this idea that in the beginning there's the separation, the departure. Your hero is just a regular dude or guy or gal in the common world doing something. Could be Harry Potter living in his uncle and aunt and uncle's basement or room under the stairs. It's a regular dude, and then he's called to go on an adventure, right? He needs to go somewhere dangerous and exotic and unknown. And at first, the hero typically will be like, "Hey, I don't know, like what's going on," because they're human, or they have their fears and insecurities and sense of inadequacy. But they eventually accept the call to action. They go on this adventure. There's usually some kind of helpful mentor or guide, whether that's Gandalf or Dumbledore. Or, I guess Hagrid can help as well. Uh, then during the initiation phase, so this is the growth part for the hero. You get your trials, your Quidditch games, your overcoming temptations, trying to distract you from what you're supposed to do, and you reach the innermost cave, which is kind of the central crisis. You beat Voldemort, and you have some sort of enlightened breakthrough, and you gain some sort of treasure, right? And after that, you return, you come home transformed, and sometimes the return can be a long task as well. Now you have newfound wisdom or some kind of tangible reward that you can use to benefit your fellow man in the common world. And so this is basically the classic story, and a lot of books and movies kind of follow this idea. Regular dude goes, gets help, defeats a bunch of things, wins something, and comes back and is a hero and makes everybody's life better. And again, this is kind of our journey through life, right? I mean, we're all regular people. We all have fears and doubts and insecurities, but there's some sort of call to action. There's some adventure that is calling to us, um, depending on again what you're interested in and what you can do. This call could be different, but there's something that's calling you, that is your life's work. And if you choose to accept this call, then off you go. Hopefully, there you will notice some mentors and teachers and guides who will show up along the way. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, right? So, um, you will receive that assistance along the way. You will face a bunch of difficult trials that you will need to overcome. You have your main battle, whether that's external or internal, and you come back with some special knowledge that you can give to the world, and make life a little bit better for everybody else. Whether that's an invention, a book, a foundation, whatever it is for you individually, you're improving your community and the world through the process that you underwent. And so the best way to achieve security or certainty in life isn't to bubble wrap yourself and avoid all danger and everything challenging, because humans are anti-fragile. The best way to achieve certainty is to become immune to changes beyond our control, because most things are beyond our control. And we do that by becoming competent, gaining competence in life. That's the best way to achieve our own security. It's not to rely on forces beyond our control, like our job, uh, or what we have in the bank, or you know who we know, because you know those things can change. The banking structure can fail. Our job, we can lose our business. We can get fired. Who we know can lose their positions of authority or power. And so gaining competence in life in the different ways, in health, wealth, and relationships, and in general life skills, I guess, is the best way to maintain that security. All right. Next, I'll quickly go into the the Neo. So again, this is just like in the Matrix. This is a pretty common story of the hero's journey. And so we are all the hero. We are all the chosen Neo of our own lives. Truthfully, like this this world could be a simulation, and nothing in it, it's either that like nothing in it is real except for ourselves, or we're the only thing that's fake, or some combination thereof. But regardless of that, we're, as far as we know, we're the only thing that's real. And again, that's not to say that you think that you're all the only thing that matters, because everything is in this together, and you're in the system just like everything else. But you have to treat yourself as someone who's capable of making the world a better place. Again, challenges are built into the structure of being, and we can either solve our challenges and transcend them, confront them and transcend them, or ignore them and distract ourselves. Truthfully, most of us are know that we're not everything we can be. We're not everything we can be, and we know it. So we bear a lot of responsibility for our own pain. I won't say suffering, because suffering is a choice, but I guess we do cause a lot of our own suffering, because there's a lot of things that we could do to make life better that we are just like too lazy to do. And again, the the only way to derive true meaning from your life is to adopt responsibility and to become your best in order to make the world a better place. I know again that everyone has different circumstances in terms of their parents, their upbringing, their race, their background, their education, all this stuff. But the fact remains that almost all of us that are alive today live better lives with more opportunities than, the vast majority of people throughout history, because life was pretty shitty for pretty much everybody, all of our ancestors. And so, we all have an immense opportunity to make the world a better place. And, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to change the world. You can start small. You can just change your community. You can, just do your job really well. And, if you're a dishwasher, like Jordan Peterson says, do that to the best of your ability. And, you can turn the restaurant that you're in around. And, if that's the level at which you affect the world, that's a beautiful thing, because you don't know what kind of ripple effects that can have. So definitely never underestimate uh, what you can accomplish. And And a lot of times, honestly, setting your sights too big prevents you from taking care of the little things. I know that's something true for me. Like I have a desire to do this and that, and post videos and do all that stuff that I'm truthfully ignoring a lot of the things I could be doing in just the local community that I'm in to make life better. So definitely don't discount what you can just do in your community. So again, all this technology that we have, all the efforts of our previous generations, they've really come together and are compounding at an incredible rate. We have so much opportunity available to us. And so the least that we can do for all these people who came before us is to just express gratitude for what they've done. They weren't perfect. They were working with what they had at the time. We can't judge people from the past based on what we know now, and what based on what we have available now. There's going to be things 100 years from now if we keep trending up, let's say, that they're going to judge us for that we let slide because of what we have available. And just do the work. Try to keep getting better and contributing, growing, and contributing. Lastly, I'll leave with to whom much is given, much is required. And I know it's a challenge for me sometimes to bring awareness to just how much the universe has given me, how much my family and uh, different countries and different institutions have given me. And so a lot is required of me. And so I'm on the same journey, the same boat of knowing I need to do better. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope some of it was helpful. Let me know what you think. Peace.